Today we're going to be doing a tutorial on how to make sulfate-free bubble bath. I'll be making a Fruit Loops fragrance one for my kids. It's a lot of fun. We'll also be talking a little bit about surfactants. We won't get into that too much as that's kind of its own video. But we will go over the types of surfactants we're using and how that plays into our formulation. All right, well, thanks for joining me. So today like I said, we're going to make our sulfate-free bubble bath. We have 3 surfactants in this bubble bath. So we're using AOS, which is an anionic surfactant, cocoa betine, which is an amphoteric surfactant, and DLS, which is an anionic surfactant. That's a lot of tongue twisters. Sorry, guys. But it's important to always remember to pair either an amphoteric or an ionic surfactant with your anionic surfactant to help make it a little less harsh, a little more conditioning and moisturizing. However, those anionic surfactants are the ones that produce the most bubbles, the lather that we really like, that makes us feel clean, even if we're getting just as clean with those surfactants that don't bubble as much. It's a mind thing. Bubbles equal clean, right? Anyway, so we got lots of bubbles to make today. It's going to be really fun. It's Fruit Loops. It's my kid's favorite fragrance. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is solubilize our fragrance in poly 80. So I have my fragrance weighed out here, and then I'm going to tare it and get my polysorbate 80. And you want equal amounts of polysorbate 80 to your oil in order to really solubilize it. A little bit over. And it smells just like Fruit Loops. And I'm going to stir that. And you guys can't see it, but I can kind of feel it. Okay, it's solubilizing that oil. We're just making sure these two things really got to be stirred together well. And pour them in. Again, I love these little icing spatulas. And then everything else I'm pretty much measuring directly into my cup here. And again, I'm making a 907 gram batch. So we're going to do our AOS first. And this is our anionic. These are all kind of new, so I've got to try and pop them open here. All right, so anionic. Here we go. We need a lot of this one, 272. So we need 272. 100, 200, 272. Don't mind my kids in the background. It's COVID, guys. We're all at home. So 272 of that. And then our cocoa betine, we need 90.7 of that. So we tare again. 90.7. Oh, this smells so good. So good. And then our DLS, our disodium lauryl sulfosinate. Again, this one is new. Tare that. 181.4 is what we need now. Dread 81. All right, and then we're going to tare that. Now I have I don't have pale extract. Pause. Okay, so make sure it's teared, and we have our hydrolyzed oats, and this will just help soften the skin. We're gonna do 2%, 18.4.
Thank you.
All right, there's our hydrolyzed oats. And then we have water. I already measured this water. It's 303. Ooh, we're getting really full.
Oh, yeah.
Like that. And then we have our liquid journal at 0.5%, which will be 4.5 grams. Come on. Measuring. Okay, 4.5 grams. And tear that. And then we're going to give this a stir because our last ingredients is called Crothix, and it helps thicken, but this is feeling pretty thick right now. I'll probably still add a little bit more of the Crothix. So you can see we got to stir it up pretty good here. Oh, it smells so good. I'm really tempted to put orange mica in here and to make this orange because Fruit Loops seem like they should be orange to me. But I won't. So I am going to add the Crothix just a little bit here. Crothix thickener. And also new. And that's at 18. All right. All right, guys. And that is beautiful. It's thick. It's wonderful. And then once I know it's stirred all the way, we are going to use one of these funnels and fill up an 8-ounce thing. I'll stir without making it too bubbly here. All right, so it has thickened up. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's perfect for bubble bath. All right. So then we just take one of our things. I use a funnel like this to make it easier. And we just kind of pour in. Oops, overfilled it just a little bit. There we go. All right, put the extra back in there. So here we go. We have our bottle. I have a lid here for it. It's just a desktop lid. But look at that. That is a gorgeous bubble bath. Super excited, guys. And just so you can see how it works. There we go, guys. Look at that bubble. Oh yeah, that's great bubbles. And it smells just like Fruit Loops. Look at that. That's awesome. All right, so that was it, guys. I hope you learned a lot about surfactants and making a bubble bath today. Remember, this was a sulfate-free bubble bath, which is much gentler on your skin, better for kids if you're using it, better for adults if you're relaxing. And you can fragrance these bubble baths with Fruit Loops for kids. You can do it with 1,000 Wishes or Love Spell for adults, or even Fierce for men or whatever. So you can kind of fragrance it however you like. You can also add mica as colorant. I just am trying to keep them pretty natural, so I don't add colorant, but you definitely can add, and it looks really pretty in the bottle. So again, thanks for joining me. I hope you guys learned a little bit. I hope you liked the tutorial on how to make sulfate-free bubble bath. If you did like this, and subscribe so you don't miss any more tutorials. I also have a great beginner series that's just starting, so this is a little bit more advanced. Follow, subscribe so you don't miss any of my beginner series if that's where you're at. That will kind of go through all of these steps, and when I make that surfactant video coming up really soon, that will be listed in there as well. All right, thanks again, guys.